Okay, let's go ahead and start our back day today. We're gonna do pull-ups. We're gonna do another machine, but the gym is a little bit busy today, or there's a lot of folks doing back today. So we're gonna do back by doing some pull-ups, and these are honestly some of my favorite. My little brother hates them, but I really enjoy them because they really build your back. So we're gonna probably do these for either 2 sets or 3 sets. It just kind of depends. But we're gonna do one more warm-up before we go into our first one. We did two warm-ups, and now we're gonna do our main set. We're gonna do it without any assistance, and then probably for our second set, we'll probably do assisted pull-ups after that. But we're gonna try to aim for at least a solid 6 to 8. Get a really good stretch at the bottom, and yeah, let's just go hard. Almost. All right, we're gonna drop set that with, or actually, let's pause at that. I'm gonna take a 20-second break, and then I'll go for like two more, or maybe three more. All right, nice. Okay, so we got two extra ones, and honestly, pull-ups are just so fucking hard.
I'm gonna do pull down.
Look at his lazy ass not wanting to do pull-ups. I'm telling you guys, he gets super fucking lazy, so he's gonna end up doing this instead. We're probably gonna do one more set of these, but this time I'm gonna do assisted, and I'm gonna go for at least 8 to 10, and then I'll probably then move on to maybe lat pull down. I'll join my little brother on that last one. Okay, we barely got 8, but that's okay. So now I'm going to do one set of lat pull downs for hopefully 6 to 10. We'll see how that feels, and kind of just go from there. So we'll see. Okay, we got 7, and that's still pretty good. So we're gonna switch over to the other arm and see how many get with that. But we're gonna keep it the same reps because we don't want to mismatch. Okay, we got 7 on each side. That's pretty good. We're gonna do one more side. No mames. Oh. Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you? Move on to our next time. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to rows. But with these in particular, we're gonna keep our elbows a little bit higher so we can target our upper back. And then after that, we either move on to some more rows and target a little bit of our lower back to mid back by keeping our elbows more tucked in. But we're gonna do either 2 or 3 sets of these. Yeah, just go hard. Come on. We're gonna either do maybe one more set. Honestly, I still haven't made up my mind yet. Do one more set or 2 more sets, just because this one feels really good. I dropped down from 70 to 60, just to make sure that I can control it for this next set. Let's go ahead and now do our last set of rows, and then we're gonna move over to a more isolated machine. We're still gonna aim for either 8 to 10 reps, but still go as hard as we can. Okay, so for our last back exercise, we're going to do, we're still going to stick to rows, but we are focusing a little bit more on our lower back. So we adjusted the seat a little bit higher, and we're also going to make sure that our elbows are a little bit lower rather than higher like the other rows that we were doing. So let's still stick to either 6 to 8 reps, and just go hard. All right, I'm gonna adjust the mic actually because I'm gonna end up messing it up. Where can I put it? Let's put it here. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and now do our last set of rows and for back. And now we're gonna move on. Then we're gonna move on to shoulders, and that should be pretty quick. Yeah, just go as hard as we can. Keep it to 6 to 8. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is the fit for today. We're rocking the Young and Lake joggers, some Air Forces, Young and Lake tank top, and we're hitting shoulders. So let's see how that goes. Okay, let's go ahead and now switch over to lateral raises, and we're gonna do this with the cable machine because this is honestly the best thing to do for your side delts, because it gives you the craziest stretch and you get a pretty good squeeze at the top, but really most importantly is that stretch at the bottom. We're actually going to start with our right arm because I think that I have been actually neglecting it, to be honest. Okay, let's go ahead and build everyone's side delt so that way you can have some crazy arms. What you want to do is grab the closest cable machine to you, and you're gonna do side lateral races, but with the cable to get a really good stretch and give it a good amount of time and watch. You're gonna end up having some crazy arms. I can promise you that. So what we're gonna do is move on to our second set of side laterals with the cable machine. Six. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our left arm. Okay, you need to incorporate these into your shoulder day because honestly, these are going to build the shit out of your shoulders. So let's go ahead and do our third set of side delts. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna do our last set of side delts with dumbbells, just to kind of switch it up. Not for any particular reason. Um, and then so do those 4 sets, And then we're going to do our rear delt, I mean, because that's really what gives you that extra fullness on your arm. Uh, But let's go this one. Seven. We're gonna work on our rear delt. We're gonna do 3 sets. You don't want to forget to do your rear delts because that gives you extra fullness on your arms. So don't skip on those. We're gonna go for 6 to 8 reps. We're gonna keep it a little bit lighter because we want to make sure that our traps aren't coming in during our movement and that we're working as much as we can this back part right here. So we have this shoulder. Am I in the middle? Am I in the middle of my thing? Am I in the middle of my thing?
I should be fine.
Okay, so I think we ended up getting um, 8 reps on, no, 12 reps on each side. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our second set. We're still gonna keep it from 8 to 10, 8 to 15 reps. On the last one, I think we got 12, but I think I can get a little bit more if I push myself a little bit harder on this next one, because I'm trying to hit failure as much as I can, specifically for our rear delts, um, just to get as much stimulus as possible for this. Hmm. A little bit more than this. Okay, we're gonna do one more. And then we'll get out of here. Right there.
Put it again. Put it again.